Four of our area volleyball teams were in action on Thursday night. It was Kemper knocking off Sergeant Bluff Luton in a matchup of ranked teams, winning 20-25, 25-17, 25-23, and 25-20. Brianna Whitrock had 10 kills to go with 7 digs and 3 aces. Addie Antover added 6 kills to go with 14 digs and 2 blocks. Carroll swept by Boone 3-0, 25-23, 25-19, and 25-18. Aubrey Drake had 18 digs on the night. It was also Chloe Cook with 7 kills to go with 4 blocks. South Central Calhoun fell to Newell Fonda up at Newell. They were up there for a triangular with Sioux Central. The Titans fell to Newell Fonda 25-22, 25-19, and 25-11. For the Titans, Morgan McChesney had 15 digs, while it was Macy Dorman with 7 digs and 2 aces. Titans fell to Sioux Central 3-0, 25-23, 25-22, and 25-18. Blair Schleichman had 9 kills and 7 digs. Olivia Weiss would finish up with 8 kills to go with 14 digs and 3 aces. East Sac County fell to Altaroya 3-0, 25-17, 25-8, and 25-20. It was Caitlin Schmidt with 8 kills to go with 10 digs. It was also Emerson Ludwig with 6 kills. We move over now to cross country. South Central Calhoun was at the Twin Lakes Conference meet on the girls' side of things. They only had 4 runners, so no team score for them. Abby Kistenmacher would finish 30th. Eiley Koroleski would finish up in 52nd. Kemper girls were at the Hawkeye 10 meet down at Shenandoah. They would finish 8th with 172 points. Grace Schoonover would finish 38th, with Meredith Pedig finishing up in 39th place. On the boys' side of things, Kemper took 3rd with 122 points. It was Wyatt Wunschel in 28th and Hayden Krieger finishing up in 34th place. It was East Sac County winning the Twin Lakes Conference meet. They would finish in first with 50 points. Sioux Central was second with 53. South Central Calhoun 7th with 167 points. For the Raiders last night, it was Owen Engel finishing in 4th. Xander Heemer would finish up in 17th place. For South Central Calhoun, Logan Rubendahl finished 38th and Brent Thielen would finish up in 40th place. Carroll Tigers won big in Week 8 with a 50-0 shutout at Creston. The Tigers total just short of 500 yards of offense and 7 touchdowns. Carroll now will take on Perry on the road. After a big week on offense, Tigers head coach Craig Rowetter talks about what the Blue Jays may bring defensively.
It's pretty traditional 4-3 with a 2 high safety look. They did roll one linebacker up to make it kind of look like a 5-2-ish, but it's basically a 4-3 with a walked up.
Perry is looking for their first district win, while the Tigers look to remain perfect in the district, setting up a big matchup next week with Atlantic. We'll have that Carroll-Perry game on Kick 106.7 when Nick Brinks on the broadcast. Pre-game coverage beginning at about 6:20 tonight with the kickoff at 7 o'clock. Class A is in for a treat tonight as the Kemper Knights host Okoboji in the district title matchup. Both teams have made their money on the offensive side of the ball. Head coach Ryan Steinkamp says that the Pioneers will bring a very balanced attack.
Like I said, they're really balanced. They about the same passing and running attempts throughout the year too. But they do a good job of moving guys around and giving different guys the ball too. So it's not just one guy you can key in on.
With a chance to control their destiny and maintain a perfect record, both teams aim to get offensively as aspect of their game, trying to get that going early tonight. That game will be on KCIM with Tom Hawkap and Doug Waniger. Pre-game at about 6:20 with the kickoff at 7 o'clock. Glen Ralston entertains Coon Rapids Bayard on 93.7 K Carroll in the final game of the regular season for both teams. Crusaders can qualify for the postseason with a win, while the Wildcats can earn their 4th straight win over the Crusaders. Wildcats head coach Dave Prescott says that the Crusaders will be a key on the run and try to take away the gaps.
Well, I think, with their speed and their linebackers, they usually put 3 or 4 guys up on the line, probably try to take away the gaps that we try to run, and then have their linebackers back there trying to, keep us from getting outside and keeping us getting around the edge.
Crusaders have struggled against the run the past few games, and Glen Ralston will want to run the ball. Coon Rapids Bayard head coach Nathan Lindsay says they need to get back to the fundamentals.
Just executing, just finishing that play. We always had people in the right spot, or we flow well and whatnot, like that stuff and then we just don't finish it. We don't bring our feet with our tackle. We don't drive our feet. We don't wrap up fully. A lot of arm tackling.
Pre-game coverage tonight with the Brinks Exterior Preview Show begins around 6:15 with the Mackey Motors tailgate to follow on 93.7 KKRL. That'll get underway at 7 o'clock. Myself and Mason Nealon will have the broadcast. Elsewhere tonight locally, South Central Calhoun's at Pocahontas area, Esax at Emmetsburg, IK Manning goes to West Monona, and at Audubon going to be hosting Exira Kimballton while Arweva travels to Cam. Don't forget about the New Way Ford Scoreboard Show with Casey Miners, Craig Lux, and Todd Danner tonight. That'll go from 10 to midnight, of course, on KCIM and Kick 106.7. Interviews with all of our area coaches, all of the area scores and their district scores, and a playoff breakdown coming up for you tonight from 10 to midnight. Calling all area schools, businesses, teams, and organizations. You can count on Outlaw Signs, Graphics, and Apparel in Carroll for all your promotional clothing and promotional items. Call them today at 712-775-2599 to see how they can take your logo to the next level. The Outlaw Graphics Regional Athletes of the Week this week, Harlow Miller from the Audubon Volleyball Team and Aiden Kiergaard from the Audubon Football Team. You'll find a photo of our Outlaw Graphics Regional Athletes of the Week across our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. That's sports here on the CB Sports Network. I'm Jeff Blankman reporting.